Hey, what's up guys, Zukon here, and today I'm going to be going over a Arms Warrior guide for Legion Prepatch. It's a little bit different from what I do when I rep Paladin, but I'm going to play Arms Warrior as well as my Paladin in Legion, so I'm going to go over the class guide now. Firstly, I'm going to talk about the start priority. A start priority, we pretty much just want to get mastery on everything, and then basically it goes from mastery, versatility, haste, and then crit. Versatility is a pretty good start, you know, it reduces our damage taken and increases our damage a little bit, so it's a really good start. And we do need it since we don't have any self heals. Our mastery increases our damage by a heck of amount, so it's a really important stat. Basically, you can try and get mastery and everything. When you get Mark of the Bleeding Hollow on your weapon, 100% mastery on your cloak and 10% speed, and then basically get the mastery chance on your rings. So stats are only really relevant for world PvP and duels because your stats are preset in arenas and BGs, so it's only relevant for outside of like arenas and stuff. So next I'm going to talk about the talents. Level 15 you have Dauntless, Overpower and Sweeping Strikes. Level 15 the best talent is Overpower. Now it deals a huge amount of damage, it can't be dodged, parried or blocked, and it has a 60% chance to critically hit. So it's a really strong ability and it only costs 10 rage. And it does proc, and it does a massive amount of damage when it procs, and it's really good. Sweeping Strikes, you can do some interesting things with it. It's pretty good at 110, but Overpower is still a lot better. Dauntless is actually a really bad talent since it messes with our Tactician. So basically, we reduce the remaining cooldown on Colossus Smash and Mortal Strike every 0.65% rage we spend. And we spend less rage with Dauntless, so it's kind of bad. Level 30 we have Shockwave, Stormbolt and Double Time. All three of these talents are very viable. Double Time you'd use against mages and things like that in duels and some arena comps. But mostly you're going to go with Stormbolt. It's a ranged stun on a 30-second cooldown, so it's a very strong stun. You can stun the healer, you can stun the DPS, you can stun whoever you want in the 3v3, and it's a ranged stun, so you can apply it pretty well. Shockwave is really good as well. It's really good in BGs. It's good against dueling when you're against pets, and it's good against like just cleaving enemies with a stun, getting an AoE stun. So it's a really good ability as well. Level 45 we have Avatar, Rend, and Fervor of Battle. Fervor of Battle is not that great. It basically makes your Whirlwind stronger. Basically, if you go with Fervor of Battle, you use Whirlwind over Slam. You might as well just use Slam instead, so it's kind of pointless. Rend is not that good in Prepatch, but it's better at 110. So in the Prepatch, I'd still go for Avatar. 20% extra damage, and you can get it out of roots. So Avatar is really good at 110 as well, but for Prepatch right now, I'd go with Avatar. At level 60, we have Second Wind, Bounding Stride, and Defensive Stance. Defensive Stance is the go-to one here, definitely. Basically, you take 20% less damage, but you also deal 10% less damage. But you don't. The rage difference between Battle Stance and Defensive Stance no longer exists, so you still generate the similar amount of rage. Like in WoD, you generated a lot less rage in Defensive Stance, but now that's not the case. Defensive Stance is really good now. Bounding Stride, I wouldn't risk extra movement speed over like taking less damage. Taking less damage is so much more important. Second Wind does offer a lot of healing, but you need to get out of combat, which is very rare in arena situations, so I definitely would take Defensive Stance 100% of the time. Level 75 you have Focus Rage, Mortal Combo and In for the Kill. I'd say the two viable ones are Mortal Combo and Focus Rage. I say most of the time though I'd go for Mortal Combo, since you know your Mortal Strike's a massive damage dealer and it has 2 charges, so basically deal a lot more single target damage with Mortal Combo. Focus Rage is actually pretty good. You can deal up to 50% damage, stacking up to 3 times. You can deal massive damage with your Immortal Strike. So it is pretty good. But I'd say Mortal Combo is the best one in my opinion. At level 90 you have Deadly Calm, Trauma and Titanic Might. I'd say the viable ones are Deadly Calm and Trauma. Trauma is really good. You can possibly use it with Rend in some 3-3 cleave comps. You can use Whirlwind and it does apply a 20% extra damage bleed, so it's a really good AoE pressure. It kind of works similar to the bloodthirst ability that we have in Fury, but it's a little bit weaker, and it's because it's passive basically. So it's really good in BGs as well. You can cleave everyone down with Whirlwind, and 20% of that damage is going to be bleed, so you can get loads of bleeds flowing about. It's really good. Deadly Calm basically makes your rage, so basically your abilities cost no rage when you activate your cooldown battle cry. So it's really strong. So say if you really want to get that maximum amount of damage out in that little 5-second window, the best way to do that is to make your abilities cost no rage. So it's really good in my opinion. Level 100, you have Anger Management, Opportunity Strikes, and Ravager. I'd say Anger Management and Opportunity Strikes are really good. Ravager isn't really that great. Anger Management is really good. It reduces your cooldown on Battle Cry every 10 rage you spend, so our burst is up more often, which is really good. Anger Management is much better at 110 since we have a PvP honor talent that reduces the cooldown of Battle Cry even further, so you can get a burst up a lot of the time. Opportunity Strike is actually really good too. Basically you have 60% chance to deal quite a decent amount of damage. Like, it's really good. It basically works like multi-strike in a way. It's basically what it is. It's basically multi-strike, but it's much better. It's basically like having 60% multi-strike. That's literally what it's like. It's really good. You can deal a lot of damage, extra damage on your ability to opportunity strike. So this so far is the best build I think for the Arms Warrior in the pre-patch. I'd switch out the Trauma and Anger Management sometimes quite a lot, but I think this is a really good talent setup. As you can see, like opportunity strikes can deal from 10 to 20% of your damage, so it's a massive damage increase. Yeah, that's it for the talents, guys. Next we can talk about the rotation. Now with the rotation, there isn't a specific rotation, it's more of a priority system. So most prioritized ability is Colossus Smash, then it's Overpower, then it's Mortal Strike, and then it's Slam. Basically Colossus Smash is a massive damage increaser. Overpower does a massive amount of damage when it procs, and Mortal Strike also does a decent amount of damage and it gets an anti-healing effect on the target. And Slam is basically just that damage filler when we have our rage. So I'll put my cooldowns and show you what the rotation can look like. So I'm going to charge in, I'm going to Colossus Smash, I'll get Mortal Strike to get it on cooldown, Overpower again, Overpower, Mortal Strike again, and then start spending some more slams. Mortal Strike again, start spending our slam. Mortal Strike's coming up again, so use that. So basically, abilities are going to proc. So basically, when the most important abilities are proc, you basically use them in like a priority system. I'm not getting many. There we go. Overpower's procced again, so that's when you want to use it. So I think it's pretty much what it is. So you just charge in, you Colossus Smash, and then you get Mortal Strike to get it on cooldown, and then you just spend Slam when you have nothing else to do. So make sure you use those Overpower procs and those Colossus Smash procs when they come up, and make sure to have Mortal Strike always on cooldown. You never want Mortal Strike to be just sat there on 2 charges. See there, it's just sat on 2 charges. I know Overpower is kind of more important than Slam. I mean Mortal Strike, but I'd say even if you have an Overpower proc and your Mortal Strike's on 2 charges, I'd say you get rid of 1 charge first and then use Overpower. So I'll show you again. Oops, wrong button. Basically you want to charge in, Colossus Smash, get Mortal Strike and cooldown, Overpower, Mortal Strike, and then just fill in the rest with Slam or Whirlwind, depends on your situation. So Whirlwind, if you've got 2 targets, more than 1 target pretty much, you want to use Whirlwind. Basically similar way to we did in Legion, in Water Drainer. It deals similar damage to Slam. So definitely 2 targets I would use Whirlwind. So yeah, but for a single target you definitely want to use Slam. Now we don't have many defensive capabilities. We have our defensive stance. We have Die by the Sword, which decreases our damage by 30% and increases our parry chance by 100%. That's only our really defensive cooldown that we have. We have Commanding Shout as well. Basically it's the same as Rallying Cry. You can use that in dire situations. So we don't have much survivability on our own. Arms Warriors is more designed to be with a healer. Dueling in the pre-patch isn't as strong as it is at hit 110. We do struggle against some of the classes in the pre-patch, but at 110 it is quite a bit stronger. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it. So next I'm going to go over some more macros. I have a charge macro that I like to put Hamstring straight after. Some people like to put other abilities such as colossus smashing, but I prefer to put the Hamstring in to get it up straight away. You have your focus and arena target macros. I do it for Stormbolt and Pummel. It's up to you if you like to do it on the focus target or you like to do it on the arena target. Basically, you just change the target that you want to do in the text here and the ability name here. So I have a Stormbolt for arena target 1, 2 and 3 and also for the focus. And I also have a Swifty one-shot macro for all my damage cooldowns. So yeah, I'll put all the text for the macros in the description. So yeah, that's it guys. If you enjoyed the guide and you learned something, please like, comment and subscribe. I might play some more Arms Warrior in Legion PvP. I will definitely main Arms if my ret doesn't work out, because ret is kind of looking dodgy in PvP at the moment. So if ret doesn't work out, I'm going to definitely play Arms. So yeah guys, make sure you subscribe to see some more PvP content with Arms. So yeah guys, I'll see you next time.